My name is Seipati Mokhuoa, and I am the founder and chief executive of Southern African Women in Leadership. What a pleasure and an honor to have you as one of the inaugural Trailblazers of the SAWIL Trailblazers Finalist for 2020. How are you?
I am fantastic, Seipati and Dr. Andrew. Thank you so much for the opportunity. It's evening where I am, so I'm trying to be as bright as I can because that's how I show up normally during the day, So I'm fantastic. Thank you.
Love it. So like I have already introduced myself, this is my co-pilot and colleague, Dr. Brough from the Brough Leadership Institute. He will be doing the formal interview. But before we get into that, could you please tell us who Jazz Mbanjwa is, and more than anything, what earned her a seat at this table?
So Jazz Mbanjwa is a mindfulness dialogue lead. Jazz Mbanjwa is a woman who runs businesses in South Africa for the past 18 years. Jazz Mbanjwa is a creator of things, a crafter of things to help others to be the best version of themselves. And I think one of the most important things is Jazz Mbanjwa regards herself as powerful, as successful, and as beautiful, the way I show up all the time. Because of my coaching space as an executive coach, I make sure that people are always the best version of themselves. So that's just my Bible that I live by, to say, show up, you are beautiful, you are powerful, you're successful, create a vision for yourself. So as a coach, I just live that in my DNA, wherever I go and move or touch. That's Jazz.
Jazz, what a trailblazer you are. It really is an honor once again to have you on board. Andy, over to you.
Thank you so much, Seipati. Jazz, mindfulness, wonderful subject, something that maybe some of our viewers won't know about. Just give us a little bit of a sneak preview, if you would.
So, Andrew, mindfulness is being in the present moment. Mindfulness is being very self-aware of yourself without being able to blame the world for anything that happens around you. So being mindful is a skill or a technique or even a scientific tool to be present in the moment, to understand yourself, how you show up, a lot of self-awareness, a lot of self-regulation, a lot of self-development. So it's a tool that dives into the self to show up and make the impact, light up the room, and really make others feel good about themselves in terms of being mindful, skillful, and resourceful in the best way that they can. So mindfulness is I can write books about mindfulness, but I think a sneak preview is literally just being present in the moment and being aware in the moment.
Talk to us about your work around positive psychology, something I'm really interested in, and how you think that might help women looking to gain a seat at the table.
So I think to gain a seat at the table, first of all, you've got to understand that it is about you showing up in the situations. You got to show up because you got to be recognized, and that must be given to you, not because you have to beg people to give it to you. You got to earn it. You're going to work hard for it. And positive psychology is a concept that I studied in my master's, where we talked a lot about neuroscience, positive emotions versus negative emotions, being able to be aware when you are actually feeling negative and what drags you down, what's bringing you down, and being able to regulate yourself as quickly as possible to move into the space where you are more positive. And remember, the positivity that we talk about is once you are positive, you are able to share it with the people around you, because that's very important. That I think from a South African context and even from a global view, we have a lot of negativity that we experience that if people were just a little bit more positive, the world would be a better place. So I can talk about positive psychology for the whole day, because I live it and I coach in it, and I encourage women to say, step up from the negative vibe and show up in a positive manner to the best of your ability. And you will end the seat on the table by just tweaking the mindset, not wanting people to say, there's less women on the table because of this and that. Earn it, work hard for it, and it will come to you. And which resulted to interviews like these, where nobody knew me from anywhere. I'm making an impact in my own way, but somebody picked up their hand and said, we think she's probably more positive to be on the table. So that's how I view it in my world of positive psychology.
And now you're part of a global network in terms of the Women's Business Enterprise. How's that working for you? And tell us a little bit about that organization.
So the We Connect is an organization that encourages women-owned and women-led businesses. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the percentage has to be 51% women-owned. And basically what it is, we are encouraged to network. We are encouraged to work hard. We are encouraged to ask corporates to give us the business because we've got the capacity, the capability, and the tools to be able to deliver. So We Connect is a global American movement where they host conferences once a year. Unfortunately, we couldn't have one this year. It's in the US, it's in Canada, it's in the UK, and I always go to them because I always want to be able to network with other women. And I think as women, we need to also understand the space of saying, if you want that $100 million contract, how are you going to earn it? It's not going to come to you for free. We got to work hard for it. So our corporates encourage us to say, earn a seat at the table, show up, capacitate yourself, and be the best version of yourself. And the rest will speak for you. The rest will speak for itself. So We Connect is an awesome organization where I encourage women-owned businesses to join it. You pay a fee, I think about 300,500 per annum, but the opportunities are endless. The corporates are there to say, here we are as procurement. Give us innovation, give us flexibility, give us agility, give us a product. Well, what are you all about, Jazz? And the rest will be history because you will earn the seat. It won't be given to you like BEE as we see it in South Africa.
Jazz, you did serve as the chair of the PTA at St. Stithians Girls Prep.
Yes.
I want you to imagine that you're addressing some of those young girls, grade 3s, grade 4s, grade 5s. What would you say to them? How do they prepare for this new world of work that's coming? And what messages would you have for these young Black women, particularly, as they aspire to achieve something of what you have achieved?
So I would say, girls, first of all, as a grounding vision that I live by. Girls, you are powerful, you are beautiful, and you are successful. Have the vision, be a creator of what you want to be, whether it's STEAM or STEM as we know it from an educational background. So girls, the sky is the limit. And because St. Stithians in itself is a boys and a girls school, it's mixed. And there's always this notion of that it was historically a boys' school. So what? This is the time for girls to show up because the girls' school now is 25 years old, literally as of today, actually. We've got that history. So the tools are given to you. The parents are working so hard to make sure that you show up and shine. Shine in sports, shine in arts, shine in academics. Do what works for you and just channel the positive energy towards a place where you flourish and you're the best of the best. And obviously, some girls are not academically strong, but some girls are swimmers. Some girls are water polo experts. Some girls play hockey. What are you known about? Be best at what you are. Show up in your skill. And the future of work and the future of skills now want people who are showing a lot of agility, a lot of flexibility. So girls, my message to you is that you are beautiful, you are wonderful, you are powerful, have a vision, craft it, and just go for it. And lastly, one of the things that I always talk about is there's a lot of support. Ask questions. Your teachers are here, your tutors are here, your social media experts are here. They've got all the tools. They must use what they have, and the rest will be history. So that's what I would say to young girls that aspire to be leaders of the global world as we see it evolve every single day.
And Jazz, final question. What does the future look like for you? What are you dreaming about? What are you still aspiring to achieve? Given that you have already achieved so much, what does the future look like for you?
Andrew and Seipati, the future for me looks very bright. And I'm saying this right in the middle of COVID and negativity in South Africa. The future for Jazz looks very bright because from inside out, Jazz sees a lot of future and opportunities right in the middle of COVID in South Africa. So the future is I'm a creative, I'm a crafter, I'm a coach, I'm a motivational speaker. Therefore, I don't believe there's anything that I can never not do. because the sky is the limit. The tools are there. I went to school to study this thing. I network with people. I've got great mentors. I can write, I can speak it, I can dream it, I can craft it. So there's nothing that I cannot not do. So therefore, for jazz, the world is positive. The sky is the limit. You can do whatever you want to do. Right in the middle of negativity, you can rise in your own corner, craft things mindfully, skillfully, resourcefully. And I think for jazz, the sky is the limit. There's nothing that can stop me. I'm unstoppable. I can do whatever I want to do.
Jazz Mbanjwa, on behalf of the SAWIL Trailblazers, we want to congratulate you for getting this far and wish you every success with the finals. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much, Dr. Andrew, and thank you so much, Seipati. It was really an honor to have this interview, and I'm sure we'll see you soon.
Go well.
Yes, go well. Bye.